Hi everyone, good morning. Hi on YouTube, hi on Instagram. You're very welcome to your planet from home. Today, the last one, this is challenge number 6, what we've been doing in How to Save Your Planet. We are thrilled that you have taken part and sent your photos in so far to us of the previous challenges. If you've missed any of the videos, you can watch them back, no problem. They're up on YouTube and on Instagram. It's not too late to send your entries. You post your photos on Facebook or Instagram and tag us at Change by Degrees, hashtag How to Save Your Planet. And if you do that, you can be in for a chance to win a copy of my new book, How to Save Your Planet One Object at a Time. Okay, we'll be deciding the next winner on Sunday and sending them out their copy of the book. So thanks for joining us. So challenge number 6, what's it about? I told you it was something that we're all using far too much of at the moment. So today is all about computers and screens. We're living on them at the moment. So you have to do your homework on a screen. We'll be back to that on Monday. Your mom and dad are at home working on a computer. We're all watching TVs to get the latest information on what's happening with the COVID crisis and what we can do. So we're really, really dependent on screens. Our devices have never been more important. Whether it's your iPod, your tablet, your PlayStation, or your TV, we really are using them more than we ever have. So the device you're watching me on now, have you ever thought about what it's made of? What's inside it? Right? Inside your computer, in order to make it, are lots of different chemicals and metals and minerals that have to be taken around. All of the minerals that are in here have to be mined out of the ground. And you need 10 times the weight of those raw materials, of those metals and minerals to make a computer than the computer ends up weighing in the end of the day. So did you ever think what kind of precious metals and minerals might be in a computer? Did you know there's gold in your computer and aluminium in your computer and copper? There's also things like coltan and cobalt that are most of which are mined in countries like the Democratic Republic of Congo in Africa, where boys and girls, mostly boys and men, but including boys your age, are digging these minerals out of the ground in very unsafe conditions and for very little pay. So being curious and asking questions about what's in my computer, what's in my device, what's it made out of, really important. So think about what's in there. Get curious, Google it a little bit. And if you buy my book, you can read about all the different kinds of metals and minerals that are in your computer. So that's the first thing I want you to know about your computer. It's made up of lots of different chemicals, metals, and minerals, most of which have to be mined out of the ground. And obviously, in mining them out of the ground, that has an environmental impact. The second thing I wanted to tell you is that making a computer doesn't just require those chemicals and minerals, it also requires lots of energy. Okay? So have you ever thought about what's the carbon footprint of my computer? Well, I looked up on the computer online the carbon footprint of the laptop I'm talking to you on now. So the carbon footprint of my laptop, from making it to me using it right through to recycling it at the other end, is 286 kilograms of carbon dioxide. Now, you remember that carbon dioxide is the main gas that causes climate change. So making my computer produces a lot of carbon dioxide. The same amount of carbon dioxide is will be produced by driving 1,130 kilometers in the car. So it's a lot. Now, most of the energy involved in making a computer, most of that carbon footprint is from the actual process of manufacturing or making the thing in the first place, over 70%. But 20%, so 1/5 of the energy and the carbon footprint associated with my computer comes from my use of it, charging up my device at home. So how much I charge up my device at home and the type of electricity I have to charge it with determines how big the carbon footprint of the computer is. So there is an element of our action in how we use our devices and our computers that can help us to reduce its carbon footprint. So this takes me on to point number 3. Have you ever heard of vampire energy? It has nothing to do with bats. Vampire energy is when you leave your devices on standby. So when you leave your TV on standby, so the little light is still on, when your computer is on standby. Look around the house, printers, microwaves, radios, all kinds of things are left on standby all the time. And while things are on standby, they're still using electricity. In fact, they're still adding about 11% onto your electricity bill. You might think, what is 11% onto my electricity bill? And you don't pay it anyway, your mum and dad pay it. But say your mum and dad's electricity bill was 100 euros. Yeah, you would have to add on another 11 euros just to pay the cost of all the standby energy that's being used in your house. Now, imagine if instead you got that in your pocket money, or you were able to get pizzas on Friday night with it. That would be way better, wouldn't it? So, key part of today's challenge is going to be trying to reduce the standby energy used in your house, so that maybe you guys can hang on to that 11 euros and put it to better use. Okay, so those are the 3 things I wanted you to know about your computer. There's lots more. If you want to learn more, you can have a look at my book, of course. There's lots more to know about e-waste created by computers and all kinds of other fascinating things. But what I want to do now is tell you what your challenge is. Okay, so today's challenge is this: detective work. I want you to go around your house, get a notebook and I want you to write down all the things that you can find that are on standby. All right, everything. Look in the kitchen at all the appliances. Look in the sitting room. Look in the bedrooms. Yeah, look for where everyone in your house is on some kind of appliance or device, and write them all down and count them up. And tell me, please, how many devices do you find that are left on standby in your house? Yeah. And then what I want you to do, the action I want you to take, is to take a photograph of the appliance that is in your power to be in charge of, that you will make sure will no longer be left on standby. That might be your PlayStation. Yeah, it might be the Xbox. It might be a TV. It might be a device, a screen that you're in charge of in your room, but something that you have power over. Take a photo of that, okay, and put it up on Facebook or Instagram and tag @ChangeByDegrees, #HowToSaveYourPlanet. Tell me also the total number of appliances that you found that were left on in your house. And remember, you have pester power. Now use your pester power to get the other people in your house to turn off the things that they have on standby. Yeah, I know you can do this, but start by giving the leadership, showing the power that you have over the screen or the appliance, the Xbox, whatever it might be, that you're going to say, you're going to pledge will no longer be left on standby. Yeah, no longer using vampire energy. So I want to see the number of appliances that you found on Instagram and Facebook. Tag us at @ChangeByDegrees, #HowToSaveYourPlanet, and you will be in for a chance to win this week's prize. So we will decide the winner on Sunday and post them out of book next week. So now is the time to take part in this challenge. You can go back and take part in the ones from Tuesday and Wednesday as well. If you remember, Tuesday was around kettles and cups of tea, and Wednesday was around remodeling an old pair of jeans. So please participate. Thank you, all of you who have taken part over the 2 weeks of these Easter holidays in our How to Save Your Planet from Home competition. It has been fantastic seeing your photographs, having your comments. Let us know if you've enjoyed this. Let us know if you'd like more. And have a great end to your Easter holidays, everyone. Thank you from Madeline and myself and Change by Degrees. Have a great day. Can't wait to see your entries. Bye.